I thought
Brian,
somebody was
Brandon,
boiling. I thought
Brain.
somebody was boiling a kettle. I'm trying to find my green dice. I can't find 2v4. Are you D4? Is it still a D4? It's not the correct D4.
Audio's working, yay!
That's what I like to hear.
It's got music too, holy shit!
It does?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, that's not supposed to be going through that. That is not. So that's supposed to be going through my headphones, and that's it.
Oh, yes.
Here's the thing. One second. I'm getting reverb. Here's the thing. Streamlabs records all audio on your desktop. So if you have something playing on your desktop that you're trying to listen to, it's gonna pick it up.
Good to know. That means that I can actually use like some of the royalty-free music for whoever watches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
You mean, oh, Arcane Anthem.
Yes, that. Do. Let's see. I'll do it next time. Next time we will have music if anyone listens to the stream.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to deal with the royalties issues.
Yeah, you don't want to get DMCA'd on Twitch right off the bat.
No, I do not.
Because when they mute part of your stream, it'll also mute the VOD when you try to upload it to YouTube later.
Well, then it's going through my Google Home again. Well.
It's me and Brian in the chat right now just spamming GKC.
I love it. I love it. Well, no one is watching yet, but that's okay. I'm still going to start with a
I think one other
hello.
person is watching besides me and Brian.
It's me.
Oh.
Still.
Hey, we're still boosting VU count. Boosting VU
Boosting. Gary Busey, the
Gary
Busey.
Busey!
I'm going to just
I'm
hide the
having
viewers so I don't
yeah.
worry about it. That's all that matters.
Boosting the VU count. I can speak English very well.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey, English Shrimpton.
Well,
God fucking damn it.
if anyone decides to watch this now or later, I can say, hello, hi, how are you doing? Welcome to 21st session of Humblewood, now officially named the Heroes of Humble Origin, as picked by our beloved players. Yeah, so, quick announcement, other than the fact that, as you can see, we are now on Twitch and able to be on Twitch. We have, my mind completely blanked. If any of you have ever watched our Gem Kingdom Chronicles game, you know that we have a Spotify account for GKC. But we've also decided to expand that so you can go see some of the other campaigns that we are in and the character playlists off of those characters. So if you happen to be a huge fan of Zinzi's or Galen or Red and want to see what they come up with music-wise, we are in the process of making those playlists now. or if you just feel like listening to some like cool adventuring Humblewood like vibes, I have a playlist called Vibes from the DM in the Humblewood folder specifically for this campaign. So that's exciting. Anyone else have an announcement?
Yeah, I'll announce. I don't know how to start that. Hi, my name's Bran. I have a TikTok, Son of Asgard. I've got a Twitch, Viking Loyal. I do D&D videos. We're fundraising for the Critical Role Foundation. We've got a bunch of prizes and stuff to give away. We're not busy. Fridays, 12 p.m. CST, 1 p.m. EST. No, that's wrong. Fridays, 6 p.m. GM, 5 p.m. CST, 6 p.m. EST, 11 p.m. GMT, and Saturdays and Sundays. Come along, check it out. It's quite fun. I think, maybe. Oh. But yeah, we're fundraising. It's cool. Do it.
Check it out. Do it. Do it.
What's nice?
So, to those who are watching who know of me, you'll know the drastic change.
I don't like it.
Mitch has been replaced by a thumb.
More like an egg.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
He's an egghead.
Mitch, think about it this way. Now you can fully realise your dream of growing a decent mustache and taking out Sonic the Hedgehog.
But Mitch, we love you very much. You're amazing.
Yes,
We are very proud of you.
Yes. We all love you. All the boys and all the girls.
We are very proud of you and your accomplishments in the charity. We
And I'm out.
however, love you enough that we will also take the piss out of you whenever possible.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a long, long, long time until your hair grows back.
Right, Nathan, shut up and let the boy say what he's going to say.
So, I can now announce the full amount in which we raised. We raised a whopping £290,
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay.
of which I've already sent. And I want to thank everyone who donated, everyone who came in and chat in my stream, supported and just had fun with it. So there may be some more opportunities in which I shall stream again. I will keep you all updated. And you did not just step on a D4.
Found it.
Did you find it by stepping on it?
Nope.
Okay.
Found it by kneeling on it.
I used to be a good player. Then I took a D4 to the knee.
Took a D4 to the knee.
But yeah, just a big thank you to all of you, and I will keep you updated on further stuff. Obviously, I can't do anything as drastic as this for the time being. But yeah.
You could get a flump tattoo in your head.
No.
Interesting.
Thursdays, midnight GMT, 7 p.m. EST, and 6 p.m. EST is Tales of Yggdrasil. This week will be session 4, and so far it's going well. So yeah. Brian, Nate, and Sarah are a part of the campaign. They seem to be enjoying it. There's plenty of chaos already, and
Very much
love it.
enjoying.
So yeah, that's all of my announcements.
I have an announcement. I got a new chair. And it's so nice. I feel like a queen in it. But that's not the announcement that I wanted to make. I just wanted to show off my new chair. Secrets of Pandora will be back next week. I know we went on hiatus for a couple weeks because I was busy and I had things to do. So we will get back to that on Monday. So hopefully things will go well for that. But yeah, so I'm doing that. As of right now, I'm also in the process of making an entirely new campaign. Which it's gonna take me a while, but in case something goes wrong for Pandora, and I'm counting on nothing going wrong. In case something happens, I'll have another one ready. It will be invite only, just because I want to make sure that it goes as smooth as possible.
Bitch, I already got the character sheet ready.
But anyway, those are my announcements.
I actually remembered one thing, if I can quickly jump in.
Go ahead.
On my stuff, I'm actually launching 2 new campaigns fairly soon. I'm going to be launching a campaign, a kind of Disney themed campaign, just for a bit of shits and giggles. And I'm also in the final stages of planning and role prepping and homebrewing for a kind of How to Train Your Dragon style setting. So I'll be launching those pretty soon as well. Keep your eyes out. It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
I'm already in too many fucking campaigns. Stop giving me giving me ones that I want. Damn it.
But
Well,
sorry.
if there are no more announcements, anyone else?
Absolutely nothing. Oh,
All right.
sorry, Paige.
Yep.
Paige.
Just a reminder that this Wednesday is Out of Misfits, and then of course every Friday is GKC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stream that shit on my channel, and I also stream the Secrets of Pandora campaign every other Monday. So
And
if you want to
the
watch
Lost
that,
Mines of Feldelver.
And Lost Minds of Feldelver every Sunday. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
So, with that in mind, let us begin. So, where we left off, you guys have been given a task by a member of the Birdfolk Council, who's basically like their spy master, to help deal with this bandit coalition issue. Now it is up to you as to how you wish to resolve that. You've brought a prisoner of war along with you by the name of Frey Meriden, and you are almost to the coalition. You left the Alderheart with a polar bear. You've lost the bear and gained a prehistoric gerbine. But the task continues, your travel continues. You have just started your way up the mountain. You still have a couple more days to head on up. And a couple of you were besieged with some interesting dreams in the middle of the night. Gerald was forced to reflect on some old memories that he's not proud of, and Galen had a mysterious visit from a pseudo-dragon that looked awfully familiar. And that is where we will pick up. We have one more dream sequence that we're going to go through tonight, before the day starts, with Zinzi's. Because if anyone watches Lost Mine of Feldelver, you know that our little squirrel took a trip in the middle of the night last night. So Zinzi's. It's a normal night. You are passed out in the nest charm that you guys have formed. And you feel like you've woken up in a forest you don't recognize, up in the trees. But you haven't just woken up, because you are currently playing Careless Whisper on your trumpet. and it's the middle of the night, and it is. And it is a beautiful night out here in the middle of this forest, and you hear a strange voice off in the distance yell out, "Hey!" You look over to the side and you see a oversized humanoid without fur staring at you before it yells out, "If you're not gonna play something..."
Oh God, what was it that he wanted me to play?
by Oasis, then don't play anything at all. Angered by this remark, you decide to shoot him. Twice. And he collapses, yelling out, "That's not how you treat the audience." And with that, you wake up with a start. No idea as to what the fuck just happened.
I learned a new song, or that guy's gonna come back. I hug my flintlock trumpet close.
So if none of you have watched... This is just going to show, if none of you have watched any of Lost Mine of Phandelver, you really should.
Oh, almost 10 people watched that scenario last night, and I'm just like, what is happening? Okay!
Well, the next morning rolls around, and you guys all find yourselves waking up from your rests. What would you like to do?
I was just gonna be like, oh, my head. Where's my drink?
I played my trumpet. Trying to figure out what this kind of song he wanted was.
Make an intelligence roll?
I don't know if Gerald has played.
Shit, damn, that was nice intelligence. 19.
A single word flickers in your mind. Wonderwall.
Oh god.
And a tune seems to go along with it. But it's up to you whether you want to do anything with this
My God, Wonderwall.
information.
I start playing Wonderwall on the trumpet.
Roll a performance check.
For some, regardless of how well she does,
It fell out.
regardless of how well she does, when Gerald, still recovering from his dream last night, starts hearing Wonderwall of all songs, he does the owl full 360 head turn. The fuck have you done? What the fuck? Also, that reminds me of a video I saw earlier today of how to play. It's like play your instrument. Musicians, play your instrument incorrectly, and
Yes.
as incorrectly as you can. And the guy starts playing Wonderball, and someone grabs the guitar. He's like, "No, none of that."
We're not doing that shit. No.
No.
Wonderwall on guitar is the equivalent of green sleeves on recorder. Just stop.
That is so true, though. Why is that accurate?
You get it. You did a music class once. Enough.
You okay, Paige?
Every time I hit my head, none of y'all ever notice.
You bonk yourself trying to get back? Oh no, that's not good, is it?
No,
That's not good.
that's an 8.
Oh
It
no.
probably still sound better than the original.
I mean, it's like
The tune does get lost halfway through and somehow ends up being Careless Whisper, and none of you are really sure why or how.
there is just confused Bard face. Like he's not confused because she's playing the trumpet. It's just like every musical fiber of his being is very confused. Like where did it
Not-
transition? What the fuck is
Nor existed in the prehistoric ages of this world, and even he's like, the fuck?
It's like, what is this noise? I don't like it.
I definitely know no monster's ever made that noise.
Don't understand. If I don't learn this song, he's gonna come back in my dreams and yell at me.
It still sounds better than my dreams.
Do you
Oh,
play
God.
do you play Careless Whisper, or do you accidentally play the parody Careless Surgeon? You're never gonna walk again because I just cut your spinal column.
Well, I'm not singing. I'm only playing the tunes, so
There's
it could
a
be
difference.
either or.
There's a difference.
I'm loving our chaos so much.
It's so fetch.
Oh my God, Gretchen, fetch is never gonna be a thing.
Stop
Shut
trying
it.
to make
Fetch will happen. Fetch would have
Maybe we should just kill Caesar.
Fetch would have happened if Gretchen had been Scottish. It's like Fetch isn't gonna happen. Shut it, you cow.
Is there just out of curiosity, is there a new member to the party when Galen wakes up?
Okay, so Galen wakes up, make a investigation check. Or perception, either one.
Which is my highest? 17.
17. Alright. You wake up, and still a little groggy at first, you look where you had left your stuffed dragon, and it's gone. And it takes you a minute, and you kind of look around, and you're concerned, you're confused, and then you hear a slight chittering up in the nest above you.
Has anyone seen my stuffed dragon? I had it with me when I went to bed. What?
You see it peer down at you, the pseudo dragon from your dream, with a little head tilt before it clambers down and around, and all of you see in your mind this. It's not so much a see as a feeling of childish delight as the pseudo dragon that was a stuffed dragon is now real and alive.
We all see this?
Yes, everyone, all of you see it, and now Galen is not the only one who can hear it in his mind. You all get a sense of it.
The holy fuck!
Nar thinks that it's speaking to him like normally, so it's like trying to pull his ears down so that he can't hear it.
Okay, question DM, because I decided that another one of the languages I was gonna learn for linguist is Draconic. Do I somehow understand this little shit?
So, here's the thing with pseudo-dragons. Pseudo-dragons don't speak a physical language. They think, and you understand their thoughts, and they do common and I think Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are getting those rushes of emotions that you know are not your own right now. It's still very young.
They're like, oh yeah, that's definitely not good.
Oh God, is this my punishment for not learning Wonderwall fast enough?
Sunkissed? He'll put out his arm like to kind of be like, you can perch here.
It does that sort of Mushu-esque like wrap around your arm before it perches up and looks at you. It's got a very bright and cheerful childish look on its face.
Guy?
No, 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 no. No, I don't want any part of this. No, no, no. She like points to everybody. No, 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 no.
Nar's going to point it and just be like,
No.
and then turn around and march his 4-year-old ass right out, 5-year-old ass right out.
The pseudo dragon, watching both of you, is doing that dog head tilt thing.
It's so cute.
And as soon as Nar turns his back, it opens its wings like Nar just did with its arms. And then just kind of like does this.
That's so cute.
But this thing just made Nar's list.
Guys,
Quick understanding of Sylvan now. What the fuck did Nar say?
yeah.
So hold on. Because as was said by the DM, it's not the exact same as Sylvan. So
It's like listening to a caveman.
Words, though.
Yeah, it's like listening to a caveman.
The general idea is he does not like the thing. He does not like it. He doesn't like reptiles that can fly.
Okay, Red doesn't like that thing, Nar doesn't like that thing. What is that thing?
This is Sunkissed.
Pronounced Phantom.
You named your stuffed toy. Now apparently mini dragon. Sunkiss.
I thought it was a lovely name.
Just saying, guys, I can turn into an Allosaurus now. I will.
Zinzi's face palms.
I'm still very glad I didn't leave it in the carrot.
I'm very glad that
That thing is saying things in my mind right now. Are we absolutely sure what direction we're going with this?
I'm not leaving him.
Well, tell her to stay out of our heads then.
It like
Weird.
perks up and then skitters and then curls around Galen's neck, but like it's peeking around, just staring at you guys before tucking back.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
Oh god, I'm bullying a baby dragon.
It's so cute. How could you?
it's okay, Sunkissed. They
Zinzi's is slowly losing her line of succession to the most cutest person in the group. She needs to be aggressive, okay?
Do we know that it's a child? Pseudo dragons can be like old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check. Anyone who wants to.
Yeah, cool, I'll do it. I mean,
I don't know shit.
I will ask, can I roll this at disadvantage? I feel like Nar would try and kind of make out like if it's a kid, but he's also never seen a pseudo dragon, so can I roll
sure.
at disadvantage?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, well, the first roll was an 18, so that might be intelligence, yeah.
Mhm.
Intelligence. That's a 14.
Okay. Anybody else roll that?
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Where did Gerald go?
He disappeared into the void.
He'll be back. Red, did you want to roll that or no? No?
She's
Alright.
gone. She's like, nope.
I'm not dealing with this shit. Gwen, did you want to roll?
Gwen is just knitting, humming Careless Whisper, and occasionally sneaking into Wonderwall, and then back to her.
Alright, well, Zinzi's... This is a weird fucking creature. You don't really know what to make of it. Nar...
I don't trust it.
Nar, you're... not quite well versed enough in any creature. You haven't lived very long enough to be able to tell how old they are. You still think like 10 is old.
I just want to know. I just need Nar to know if he's still the youngest. I mean, I know technically he's the oldest. What I mean is he the youngest? I need to know, damn it.
They're pretty comparable. This thing might be a little bit older, but
Yes, I am still baby.
It's still very much like this could be if this was a humanoid creature, you would think it was like up here.
Okay. I'm still ranking number 1, the cutest member of the park. Here we go. I'm fluffy, I'm short, and I have giant ears. I still win.
Gerald, did you want to roll an intelligence check on it?
Yes, sorry. I had to get my food.
Understandable.
Intelligence check. Got 21.
21? This is a young dragon. Even just from that emotional hit in your mind, there was nothing held back there. There was no emotional control. This is adolescent. This is around Nar's age. Young pseudo-dragon. In terms of maturity level.
I would like to turn into a rhino and run at it.
Do you really do that?
No, of course I don't do that. If I'm going to go for it, I'm going to turn into an Allosaurus and swallow it whole.
Might be a little bit out of your size range, but...
Wouldn't be out of my size range at all. Pseudo dragons are tiny, Allosaurus are large. Therefore, they can swallow them. Technically, I can be swallowed by a dinosaur ring.
I mean, if you would want to.
Nah, I'm good. I'm alright. I won't do that. I'll be nice.
Alright, about at this point is when the nest charm itself starts to do its lowering effect as the tree formation starts to drop. So, Nar, if you want to leave that alcove that you created in the middle of the cliff, now would be the time.
Yeah, I'll kind of go up to it, stamp my foot twice, and it kind of crumbles back into the ground. I'll pack up all my stuff, sling it over my back. I've got like one of those little like sticks with a little like red polka dotted handkerchief. Sling that back over, like, oh.
Straight up winning the poo.
Yep. And I'm specifically going to be following Red because I know Red doesn't like the pseudo dragon. And I don't like the pseudo dragon, so I see ally. Also, Bushy Tail crew. Represent you. Represent. We're getting merch.
Bushy tail.
We're getting merch. Bushy Tail crew. Instead of Gucci gang, we're Bushy gang.
So are you guys going to start after you guys have a quick breakfast? Are you guys going to start walking or?
Gerald's going to, after you guys kind of get everything ready, Gerald kind of looks towards the trail. Kind of like, he looks nervous. He looks like he's like, he didn't sleep good, he's tired. He's like, Galen, you want to lead the path for this bit? Can't think straight.
Sure, absolutely. And telepathically, I'm going to kind of link to Sunkist and to say, you're free to stay on me as much as you want, but also feel free to, fly around as long as you stay close and stay safe.
There's definitely a very it's a sense of wonder as it's trying to figure out the world around it as you guys begin to travel. You do notice as you are traveling at some point when he does, pop off to fly around a little bit, he tries to land on a couple shoulders. I'm sure Nar and Red just like, nope.
Well, considering the fact that this thing is about the size, this thing to me, size-wise, is like a St. Bernard. Because it's tiny, the same as me. I'm also tiny.
It's
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, rules-wise, I'm small. I think,
yeah.
Because they're being, but because I'm a child, we spoke about this. I'm just about 2 foot tall.
Yeah.
So
he's not much.
If this thing tried to land on me, I'd be like.
I think for you, it actually would just like land next to you and try and like hop around behind you and next to you.
If it comes near me, I'm digging a hole.
Red, it's not that she doesn't. She's just weirded out by it, like really weirded out. So
We
like,
found
it's
a
not like
dragon in a cave.
it's not like she's gonna be like get off, but more of like oh god, I don't know what to do with this. What?
I don't
You know?
know what to do with my hands.
Being realistic, what Nar will probably do is like take out his boomerang and start swiping at it like go it.
Gerald will let it sit on his head. He's like,
Yeah, it kind of acts a bit like a golden retriever puppy, where it's not quite found its feet yet, so it stumbles around a lot, but is way too excited about the fact that it can walk on its own and doesn't care enough. And a couple of times, if you are paying attention, you notice when it starts to go near Frey. Frey is very patient and very like gives it scritches and
mom mode.
Mom mode. She's in mom mode, and she's like and then she realizes she's doing it, and like and stands back up like, no.
You didn't see me doing something adorable. No.
Exactly.
Son, no. Gerald will laugh every time.
I'm gonna have Nar now start walking next to Frey, every now and again looking up like with the boomerang like. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Oh god, now I want to attempt to actually do that voice.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. Wazowski,
I love
you
it.
didn't file your paperwork last week.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick next to Frey. Nar like I was about to say Nar's interested in Frey, not like that. Nar's fine. Nar has like for some reason like she intrigues him. He's like, that one is good, but this one is bad. This makes no sense. Why?
And it is interesting because on top of the whole, okay, this one's chained up, this one is bad, she every now and then gives you a look that kind of reminds you of a parent.
Not okay with this. I did not. Ah! Son of a
Not
bitch.
request trauma.
Yeah, cool. Nar's gonna stop being mean. I had one thing. Temper tantrum toddler, and you took it. You took it from me.
I
Damn
didn't
it.
take anything. You're the one who made the impulse roll.
I have to play the character, sir. Okay, fine. I am no longer being mean to Frey. Because she reminds me of my mum, who's dead. Yeah, cool. I'm probably gonna be nice to Frey from now on, guys. Just saying.
Red. It's basically summed up in that one TikTok audio. It's like, so you want a beer? He's 4. What am I supposed to do with him?
100%.
She is the aunt that doesn't know what to do with children.
But yeah, Galen will take up the front and lead everyone up the path towards the.
Just a heads up, by the way, guys. Now, as long as we're in a natural area, which I think all of Humblewood will probably count as, if you tell me all I need to know is the name of the place, I can't be lost. I always know where I need to go.
That's pretty awesome.
Woodwise.
But yeah, so Galen very much remembers. I think it's safe to say that Galen very much remembers the path.
Yep.
Yeah. So he'll take everyone up the safest route.
Okay. I mean, at this point, there's basically one route. It's a pretty treacherous, kind of narrow passageway. Let me grab my book real quick. Also, how are we going up this path? Are we just shooting the shit, walking it along, or are we trying to be a little quieter? Ooh, yum.
I can make it so we can not be seen. I can cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
Okay. So that adds a +10 to anybody if we want to roll stealth, but I leave that decision up to you guys.
Stealth is a good option, I think.
I agree.
And yeah,
I am in love. Are you in love? I agree.
Nara's going to remember about the mountain lions before and be like, yeah, that was all well and good being a saber-toothed tiger, but I don't think I want to do that again. So yeah, and he's going to kind of like kneel down, and that's like he just like stops and just starts like scribbling on the floor furiously, and then like it just looks like gibberish, but then go ha. And yeah, I cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay, you guys watch as he slaps down on that patch of dust. It seems to swirl around a little bit more around his palm than you would expect before whooshing outward and offering almost like a little bit more of a dusty cover towards your footprints as you are walking.
As that happens, go ahead.
He's gonna look at all of you, put his hands in there, and be like,
all right, what were you gonna say, Zinzies?
I flip up the hood of my Cloak of Elvenkind, and I'm kind of like fucking obscure in this dust cloud now.
Oh yeah, super hidden.
Yep.
So Pass Without a Trace, you add a 10 to yourself?
Yeah.
It's
Add
plus
plus
10
10
to
to
what you're
yourself,
already.
and I already got freaking advantage on stuff.
Same.
All right, so go ahead and roll me stealth checks, everybody. Don't forget to add the plus 10 to your modifier. Is that a natural
If I
20?
can get better.
That is a natural 20, which is 24, plus 10 is 34 stealth.
Very nice.
28.
28? With the plus 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Galen?
25.
With the plus 10? Okay. Zinzies?
27.
Nice. These are doing great. Nar?
37.
I like it.
19 plus 8 plus 10. I am
Gwendolyn?
fucking invisible.
20.
20 total?
20 total.
All right. You guys feel pretty quiet as you're heading up this rocky mountain path. I am going to have Red roll me a d20, please. Because you weren't here last week.
Hannah's face, I don't like this. No, sir. I don't like this thing.
Just suspicion.
Suspicious. That's weird.
That's weird.
5.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, as you guys are walking along, it feels pretty quiet. You guys don't really see anybody. And then you start to hear the lightest of rumbling in some of the rocks up ahead. it seems that there is a rock slide. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
God.
Is the rock slide coming towards us?
It's coming
Excuse me?
down the mountain next to you. It is going to hit you guys if you don't get out of the way.
Okay.
15.
16.
24.
13.
Okay.
So I rolled a dex save. Question DM: Do
Okay.
I have enough time to cast? Do I have enough time to cast like a one action spell?
I would say reaction, if anything.
Right. Okay. Then that is 23.
Okay. Gwen,
14, dear.
14. You all actually make it. My table here says it's a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. So you guys are able to get out of the way and avoid taking any levels of exhaustion.
Oh, good gravy.
If we had more time, I was going to try and do like an earthbender thing, and like use mold earth in front of me to just make a big wall.
That would have been awesome. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. I didn't have any reactions. The only reaction I had was an opportunity attack.
Yeah, reactions are interesting. There's not enough of them.
Yeah, we need more reactions. More reactions. Do it, D&D.
Oh, we're safe. We didn't take any damage. Sorry,
Yeah,
I spaced.
you guys did not take any damage. You managed to avoid the exhaustion of trying to get around it. You guys managed to avoid those rocks and keep within your stealth rolls, seeing as you guys all rolled really high. You guys start to press on. The day goes by without any issue. Does anyone want to do any role play on this day?
I mess up it every day.
Every day.
Every day. I'm trying to get Wonderwall right. I don't want the half elf to come back.
Well, today is going to be the day.
I need to roll performance.
Yeah, go
Are
ahead.
are we still on the same day? I'm confused.
This is
No,
that
it's a new
same day. I'll let you know when we
Oh.
switch to the new day.
I thought you said, sorry, I thought you said it was a new day. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Sorry, I said the day continues. Does anyone have any role play?
You should have realized what you had to do.
I rolled a nat 20 for performance.
Do we want to save that for the next day?
Please, because I think that's the only nat 20 I'm rolling tonight.
We'll save it for the next day. Totally
Okay,
fine
great.
with me. Red, you had something that you want to do role play wise, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna hang by Zenzi's
Okay.
and just like she's gonna do that thing where she's like walking next to Zenzi's and then like reaches around to her other shoulder and taps her shoulder to get her to look up. You're right.
I felt something touch me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
It does it again. I'm gonna shoot it on sight.
oh well, it might have been, I don't know, maybe some leaves or something. I don't know. Tap tap tap.
I pull out my gun.
I would say if you're doing it a second time, make a sleight of hand check, just because now Zinzi's is on alert.
I didn't put my name as war criminal for nothing today.
15.
15.
And do
Okay.
I need a perceive?
Perception. Yeah.
5.
You have no idea where this is coming from. You are freaked out.
There's no one next to me, right? On the shoulder she's tapping?
No one's there. Not even the pseudo dragon.
I shoot the trumpet. It goes duped.
Red at this point just goes.
Is this funny? How about some humanoid wants me to play Wonderwall? And nothing's touching me? it, Ren.
Put it down. Calm down. Put it down. It's just a little fun. Just relax. It's all right. It's just me.
Come on, you.
Want a drink?
No.
No? Are you
I'm
sure?
good. Yeah.
All right. Are you hanging in there? I'm sorry. Things have been very strange, to say the least.
And this pseudo dragon appears, gets inside everyone's head.
Yeah.
And we have a
Yeah.
prehistoric toddler in the group, and
Yeah.
this weird creature came to me in a dream last night. He was mad that I was playing Careless Whisper. He demanded Wonderwall, so I shot him.
What?
It's a long story.
I think. Well, let's see. We're on the road right now, right?
Yes, you are.
I think that maybe we should get some tea from Gwen, or a good proper meal when we get to in the next town. Do you need a hug? All right. She like squats down and
Yeah.
hugs her.
Yeah, she'll hug back.
We'll be all right. Okay then.
Yes.
Still have that thing on you?
The, what thing?
The thing.
The
The thing.
I mimic flapping wings.
Nar starts like stamping around like.
at this point, Galen will go.
Flap, 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 flap.
Comes up.
Nar's going to do like the. Nar's going to do like the Tito thing from Oliver and Companies, and like, it's an alien! They just like disappear behind Red's legs, like.
Still very strange.
At this point, Galen is just giving him like under chin switches, like.
Now
It
Red
almost
does
seems to be
the,
purring.
Red does the dog tilting head thing. Like she's looking at it, and like tilts her head, like, is this what?
Nar's going to like poke his head out from behind Red's legs and be like.
Is that what?
I believe my educated guess is that this dragon was always inside that stuffed dragon that we found in the cave, and after a certain amount of time of being treated with care, respect, and love, it turns into its original form.
She slowly approaches. Like very slowly, like one step at a time.
It's alright, Sunkiss. She's a friend. Like, just be gentle, but be nice. And kind of edges Sunkiss gently towards Red.
She's like.
If you ever watched a gecko when it starts to get curious, where it just kind of like leans forward, like fully.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boink.
It's kind of doing that and just waiting.
He likes under chin switches. Give him some.
No, I don't quite. She's gonna like go in and hesitantly, like boop his head a little bit, like a brush, and just go.
Make a animal handling check, just because of how you're reacting to it.
Oh God. Yikes.
You think as animal folk, we would all have proficiency
Okay.
in that.
17.
17? Okay. You give it the gentlest stroke on its nose and back off a little bit, and it just starts to stare at you and wait. And you get this feeling of, like, in your head of, and it actually is like almost like a little voice, because I'm adjusting this pseudo dragon because it's a fucking stuffed animal. Fight me. Just like, more pets.
Just saying, guys. I have enough minimum damage to kill this thing outright. Just saying.
like a little part of her heart breaks. It's like,
Go on. He likes you. He likes you.
okay, all right. She'll give little those chin scritches.
After a couple moments of chin scritches, and its head just kind of like rests on your fingers, it then wraps around your arm and is now perched on your shoulder, and it's just like nuzzling into your neck.
Very cute. Yes, very very cute. Yes.
Well, you're a proper sailor now. You have a parrot. It's a scaly parrot, but it's a parrot.
She suddenly goes.
Man has a point.
She's like, I'm just gonna, and like steps.
I'm gonna be over here.
I'm just gonna go over here now.
Anyone who's involved in this conversation gets a feeling of curiosity at the idea of a parrot.
Nar has no idea what a parrot is.
Also, what is the HP of Sunkist?
7. If
Yeah.
it's general pseudo dragon.
A general pseudo dragon. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, 7 HP. Oh god.
I can
It's a
flatten
baby.
it.
He's a baby.
I can flatten it.
That being said, you can add it on your character sheet as an animal companion. And down the road, we might let your pseudo dragon level up like you do, fixed HP, fixed point.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know they're not suited for combat. It's more reconnaissance and trinket finding.
Aside from Paige's old one, which was a fucking murderer.
Nekna. You're
the character that had a pseudo dragon that killed a man. You remember that story? Yeah, it was
Yeah, she did. And guess where she is? She's dead.
That's right. She got killed in Nekna.
Yeah.
All because she shot an Eldritch Blast expecting it to fail and rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
And then Kitsune was more
What's
upset.
this? Kitsune was more upset that my familiar disappeared.
Yep.
That's why you don't shoot Jack the Ripper.
First off, he was being an asshole.
Of course he's an asshole. He's Jack the Ripper.
You don't bully a pseudo dragon that has social anxiety.
Nobody ever looks back in history, but Jack the Ripper, man, famously known for being a lovely, lovely guy. I heard they made good cupcakes.
So at some point, can we go over what their Sunkist perception is, and if we do get them to do combat shit, like attacks and
Is it a he or a
stuff?
she?
Yes, I will send you. I have right now pulled up a pseudo dragon's monster sheet. I will send that to you. And then we will talk about how it will adjust as you level up. But we'll do that off table.
Yep, so I'm just putting in notes. Pseudo Dragon, Sunkiss, 7 HP, and yeah, I've just put that in my notes.
You should just be able to add it under extras as well as an animal companion or a pet. to reference the monster manual stats for it.
Okay. I'll put it in other, but I'll sort that out later. I know that we said that the gender was like it didn't really
It doesn't really.
matter as such.
Doesn't.
But
Yeah.
but it's a he from now on, just
Okay.
Alv, because
It's a child. It doesn't really know or care much. Nor does it have much. And you probably would have this sense. Whatever its life was before, it doesn't really remember.
okay.
Before the cave.
Before Red goes off with Sunkiss, stealing my animal companion, again, we'll just say, he likes the dried meat rations, so if he gets hungry, just feed him that.
Nar now knows what food. Nar now knows what food he can leave around poison.
See, you know how like on TikTok there's like, oh, here's my dad who didn't want a cat or a dog or whatever, and then like gets extremely attached to said animal. That is Red. I'll bring him back. Promise. Maybe not just entirely soon.
While all this goes on, Nar is just going to go over to Frey and just kind of like hop up onto Frey's shoulder. Because I can do that, because I've got 15 foot in vertical.
Oh, yeah. And let me roll to see. Yeah. She's startled at first, and then... Oh. Alright, then.
He kind of looks at her with like a look of like, I'm not doing this because like you're a friend or anything. I'm doing it because my feet hurt.
Is he child Cinderay? Or is it like, I don't like you, okay? You just get comfortable. You have a comfortable shoulder. I'm tired of walking.
Oh, this has nothing to do with anime. This is Nar is beginning to miss his mother, and he sees Fluffy Tail and thinks Fluffy Tail looks like parent, must be parent.
Oh.
Don't attach my child's needs for a parent figure to weird anime stuff. Fucking weirdos.
Gwen is glaring at you from the corner of her eye. Oh, you can't see it. It's the corner of the eye.
That's cool.
There.
Alright, anything else you guys want to do on this day?
Gwen has something she would like to do, if
Okay.
that's right. At a moment where Frey does not have a pseudo-dragon or a cute little munchkin on her shoulders, she'd like to have a conversation with her, if that's all right.
Yeah. There's plenty of time during the pseudo dragons being kidnapped by Red conversation, really.
Well, we're almost where we are going, dear. Do you have anything you'd like to impart before we arrive?
Honestly, I'm really curious as to what exactly you expect here.
Well, if things go pear-shaped, as they say, I was thinking perhaps... Oh, my accent has changed. Interesting. I was hoping that maybe we could talk about what you think would give us the best chance at success here. You know these people?
I do.
They've certainly made your life a little harder, if not a little better also.
Well, I will say, if you plan on going in full force, you might not have as much luck as you would hope. It is an abandoned fortress that was discovered many years ago. decades, really,
Ooh.
and has been since further fortified.
Would you happen to know what fortifications they've added, or would you be willing to help us sneak in?
Interesting negotiation tactics sneaking in. Is that really your plan?
Well, if we can't just bust in full force.
So you're banking on my cooperation here, then?
Not necessarily. I was going to kill you if you didn't help us out.
So harsh.
You know how it can be.
Well, the walls are about 100 feet high, so trying to climb them might not be as easy as you would hope.
Yeah, but I'm sure that I could burrow underneath.
You might have a hard time with that as well. It is thick and deep stone walls that were created generations ago. No one knows how deep those walls themselves are set into the rock, and it's built into a mountain. You might have some luck.
Some luck with what, dear?
Disguising your way in the door.
Interesting.
You do have a couple of the winged variety that might make it a little more difficult.
Are you on good terms with the people there, or will they see your actions at the last of your battles as forfeit for your membership, so to speak?
It doesn't work like that. Not anymore. Not since Benna took over. Now, certainly would be easy for me to talk our way in the door if that was what you wished, but you'd have to trust me a little bit more, wouldn't you?
Well, we've gotten you this far without killing you, despite one very, very angry Jerbeen, who, again...
I do
murder.
remember some stabbing involved there. That's probably part of the issue. In my defense, you did murder all of my men.
Oh, I don't deny the charges there. We both know that murder can sometimes sell a point better than negotiating with words.
True. It's very easy to get carried away when you're angry. So I hold no ill will towards any of you for that, at least.
Well, if you are willing to apologize to our little squirrel friend, I might have a little bit more leeway.
I don't think she would accept it. She is the only one of you, other than the smaller one, who has said not one word to me this entire trip.
Well, make an effort, and perhaps we can make an effort to trust you a little more.
I just keep seeing Paige's face.
All I'm saying is her chances of being murdered by a vengeful squirrel are low, but never zero.
Never zero. Now, if negotiations or sneaking in don't work, I will have to kill you. But how are your stage? How good are you at faking things?
How do you mean?
Like death, acting, etc.
You want me to fake my death? I promise you that will not win you any friends.
I want to. And she takes out her tiny little hands and does quotation marks. Kill you.
To what end or purpose?
Yeah, just to convey that we mean business if things go south.
There's quite a bit that you do not know of Benna. And That would not end well. She can be... Well, this all started because her own family was left to die.
The irony is completely not beneath me here, in that the bandits raided and killed my family. But that is information that could be helpful. Would you mind giving me more information as we walk here about
Make a
this
persuasion check.
Brenna or Brenna or Bonena?
Banana.
Banana. Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
17.
Okay. All right, so I will say you do remember that that Speaker Conrad and Speaker Avery both in their conversation with you guys mentioned that Benna's mother had come before the council before her with premonitions of the fire starting up again, and that her town was in danger and asking for help. That was denied. So I'm just going to throw that out there.
Okay.
Frey. Excuse me, sorry. Well, she didn't exactly join the coalition originally because of any intention to rob or loot. Her village was consumed by the scorched grove after her mother had foretold of that destruction and went to the council and received no aid whatsoever. They eventually sent the Perchka, but at that point the town itself was ashes. In fact, one of the only reasons that Benna was able to survive herself, though scarred as she might be, was my husband. He happened to be in the area, and like many members of the coalition, had experience with the fires before, and he and my brother decided to help out. But they couldn't save everyone. They could save a couple. And not without sacrifice themselves. So, she ended up joining up with the coalition and gained some popularity and notoriety and got sick of the dog-eat-dog world that we were before, challenged our former leader, and took over control.
So what you're saying, dear, is that it's because of the council's decision not to help that she is so adamant at what she's doing now.
She would like nothing more than to see that canopy burned to the ground.
Ah. Evil does not beget evil.
Anger begets anger. And she has plenty of that.
Yes, but burning down one place will not bring back the original place that was burned down.
Have you experienced grief?
She's going to stop walking. She's going to pull out a little necklace, and she's going to open it to show a picture of her husband. And she's going to show it to Frey and say, "It's because of bandits that I lost my husband and 4 of what would be my 5 children. So yes, I've experienced grief. But
How
I've
long
also
did... Continue, sorry.
forgiveness.
And how long did it take for you to get to that point?
When I visited you in the cell that first time. Far longer than it should have.
Benna is grieving. She's taken her anger out on other people, yes. But she's also protected many. And we appreciate her for that.
All right.
All of her raids, all the destruction that has occurred at the hands of the Coalition since she has taken over, has merely been aimed at trade routes benefiting the Council and the Alderheart.
So what do you think it would take for her to redirect that anger and grief and make this world a little better for everyone?
I have yet to figure that out myself. Can I be honest with you?
Always, dear. Always.
None of you are exactly what I was expecting. For someone who works for the fucking council.
Oh. Trust us when we say that the council is just a means to a beginning, so to speak.
You've managed to impress me. I think if anyone was able to talk Benna into some sort of agreement, even a tenuous one, it's probably you. But who knows? She's stubborn as fuck.
To be fair, aren't we all a bit? She gestures their tiny paw at the rest of the party.
Oh, absolutely. But how many other people would have stopped everything they were doing to save a small town from a group of gnolls? Not many.
That's true. That is true. Your, the wisdom you've shared with me is invaluable. I trust you much more than I did this morning. I'm not going to unshackle you just yet, but
Oh, damn.
perhaps we can come to an agreement before we reach the coalition.
Negotiating might not be easy. It probably will end up with if you try to bust in or end up getting caught, you'll likely end up in a cage for some amount of time. But if that does happen, I'll do what I can.
Oh, well, we appreciate it, dear.
Although I'm getting my fucking sword back whether Gerald likes it or not.
Gerald has a knack for finding curious things. That's all I'm going to say.
I literally stole it from her when we captured her, and I had it enchanted.
Mm-hmm.
Because
she's well aware. She's well aware you still have it.
I mean, he wears it on his hip, like in full view.
Mm-hmm. She appreciates you for that.
That's really all Gwen wants to say. She'll sort of end on, I'll make some tea for you when we stop for the afternoon.
Sounds wonderful.
She'll sort of just nod, and then she's gonna send her little hummingbird out to scout for a minute or two.
Okay. Do you want to roll a perception check for your hummingbird?
Sure. Okay. believe that's a 14 or 15. Let me find out. Yeah, I'm gonna say 14.
14? Okay.
I think it's higher, but I can't find my. I thought I added it, but I don't have my familiar here.
It's fine. I will say, because the passages are pretty narrow, there's not many like places to hide. So if there's anyone, if there's anyone around, they're probably out in the open. You do see far in the distance what look like could be figures walking around, like small groups here and there, but nothing that you're gonna run into today.
Okay. And if she sees the pseudo dragon, she's going to just smile and sneak some like dried hibiscus flowers or some sort of snacky food out for them. And sort of, because she has all the quills on her back, she has like a side satchel pouch bag thing. So she'll sort of gesture if it wants to perch there for a bit.
Oh, they absolutely do. And I don't know if I mean, this thing is very much puppy-esque.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mix between a puppy and a toddler, which is an interesting combination. So, like, if you bring out food, they are following directly on your heel for a while, just staring up at you. And you start to hear, like, every now and then you hear in your mind, you're like, more? More? Hungry? Food?
Fucking hell, Galen, getting this amazing wee pet, you don't even fucking feed the thing.
Oh, he's so cute. And she'll just give like 4 or 5 pieces.
It only just came alive.
I'd be hungry too if I was stuck in a cave for a couple hundred years.
Been walking for a full day and you haven't thought to yourself, I should probably feed that.
I would also like to point out, it doesn't matter how many times you feed a puppy, they will stare at their empty bowl like you just beat them. You forgot to feed me in 5 whole minutes.
Why do you hate me?
Exactly.
That is definitely my dog. Ginger always looks like. Granted, we feed her in the morning, but she doesn't eat in the morning. She has also taught her older brother a trick. I will take go into the bowl of my mouth, take out a single piece of food, bring it into the living room, on the carpet, and eat it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a few
But not
puppies
always
that do
finish
that.
it. So I'll get up in the middle of the night, go into the kitchen, and step on a piece of dog food.
Yeah,
Ow.
so Jake, my parents' black lab mix, not only does he beg continuously for food, but he knows from multiple rooms over the sound of a piece of Kraft American cheese being opened and the sound of candy corn bags being opened. We call candy corn crack in our family because he will immediately start to drool. He's obsessed with candy corn. He doesn't know what to do with mellow cream pumpkins. They're too big. But candy corn he loves.
Brandon is very confused.
As a canonologist, I'm just sitting going, Americans and their dogs are weird.
Yep. 100%. I don't even deny that fact.
Candy is bad for dogs.
Yep. But he's also, like, 10, 11 years old. He's lived a long life. He's a lab. He's not going to live much longer anyway.
How much longer travelling do we have ahead of us?
Hmm?
Do we know how much longer we have travelling ahead of us?
Well, at this point, I'd say it's almost the end of the day, so there's going to be like one more day, and then in the late afternoon, you'll probably be outside of the fortress.
That I have nothing to do until we actually settle down for camp.
Okay. Are we ready to settle down for
No.
camp, and then we'll let Nar do that thing, and then we'll take a quick break?
Sounds good.
Well,
Okay.
mine specifically has to happen when everybody is asleep.
Okay. Does anyone
mine are
have
gonna
any
have
role
something,
play
please.
stuff they want to do before nightfall?
Zin's
Um,
very openly and visibly cleaning her guns in Frey's eyesight.
Gwen's gonna bring tea to Frey and sort of like elbow her and gesture like with her eyes in the general direction of Zinzi's while she's cleaning her gun.
Oh yeah, you get a definite look back that's more like, she's cleaning her fucking guns.
The best time to speak to somebody who wants to kill you, because if they're cleaning their gun isn't put together.
Correct.
The more you know.
As a gun
If you
owner,
clean-
I
Sounds
know.
like a bad idea.
If you're cleaning a sword, that's a different matter.
Because you don't have to reload the sharp point. Unless it is a gun that shoots swords.
What about a sword that shoots guns?
Then we're very confused.
I'll wait until everybody's done their stuff.
Just cleaning my weaponry.
Galen is going to go to Red and just say,
Like
So
bumps
taking
into
you,
him
like-
because she was going to look for him. Hi.
"So how are you in Sunkist? Getting along?"
Doing well. She's just like playing with him and all that good stuff. I feel like he's like running around her shoulders, just like, okay, all right, settle down. I was going to give him back to you since I know that's technically yours. So
Well, he's almost a free spirit, but he appreciates the extra love, and he will kind of give him like extra chin scritches.
Oh yeah,
And,
he
a bit
loves
more
up on
dry-
that.
And extra dried meat rations. And he'll kind of telepathically ask, "Do you like her?" No, so he'll ask Sankis whether he likes Red.
Right. Yeah. You get a lot of that child wonder sense, followed by new friend.
And
anyway, I just figured I'd hand him back over. So
it's appreciated, and he'll. This is going to be disgustingly cute, but he'll take Sunkiss, like lay him like in the arm here and give him like proper belly scratches.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen when you scritch the belly of a dog and they start to like wag their whole back.
yes.
Yes. A little bit of that.
Just. And Galen is also going to bring Felix and try and get them to bond as well.
Okay. So you snap and Felix appears on your shoulder. Your albino raven. And it peers down at this childish pseudo-dragon who's getting scritched and opens his eyes and looks up and then immediately and curls up and starts to sniff at Felix.
I guess this is another friend. This is Felix. He's my familiar, and he'll again we'll look over to Felix. Now you be nice, okay?
I hope they get along.
So do I.
Sunkissed will very quickly turn in your arm and flip up the other side and is now on your shoulder, peeking around at Felix on the other side and kind of like nuzzles him a couple times. And Felix is just being very patient, just letting him sniff. It's very much old dog meets new puppy, kind of. Where it's just like, I will wait until you're ready to calm the fuck down.
Alright then. Now, you two are gonna get along. Okay. Otherwise, we're gonna have issues. Okay? Okay. And Galen will also give Felix squishes as well because because he doesn't want Felix to feel left out. By right under the chin right here.
Oh yeah, it does that lean thing so it can really get near the ears.
Oh yeah. I used to be able to do it, but at that point, Galen will like get some food rations to feed both of them. And start to settle down and just let them be.
And Red's gonna like back off and be like, "Good night."
Good night, Red.
Go settle down in her own spot.
Okay.
The only other thing that I think Galen will want to do is ask Zinzi's. Do you wish to learn some another language? Maybe I'm a little bit less fluent in some, but I can help you in basics with others if you'd like.
What languages do you know?
So apart from Common and Sylvan, obviously, I know Auron. Or would you say, DM, would you say I know the basics of Draconic? As it is, like, Draconic is the base root of magical incantation.
Sure, why not?
Fair enough. Or I can teach you the very basics of Draconic, if you'd like. Okay. And he'll run the basics of Draconic until either one of them starts to get sleepy.
Did Paige not say earlier on that they already knew Draconic?
No, that's with linguists, that's one of the languages I plan to learn.
Right, okay.
She's already learned Sylvan, and next on her list was Draconic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Another intelligence check for the basic
Yes.
lesson.
No advantage this time though, because it's something that you're not fluent in necessarily.
Yeah. Oh dear. So no advantage, but would I add my proficiency bonus to this?
Yeah.
That is 18.
Okay. What little he knows, Zinzi's, you're able to pick up, and you've got a good base there for learning that new language that you wanted to learn.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna head to bed, and I will catch you very, very soon.
Okay.
Good night, Cynthia.
Night.
And Sunkiss will kind of come up behind my shoulder and give you I believe Sunkiss wants to say good night as well. He's alright. He's fighting. Like, ask Red.
I think I'm good.
It's alright. Like not everyone likes animals. It's okay. It's okay.
Just kind of curls up.
Oh, my heart.
Free, I feel like a dick now.
No, don't. You're doing what your character would do. But this, like, have you seen a golden retriever when it realizes that people don't like it? They
I'm
don't
done.
understand.
I'm done.
No, don't come back. Come back.
No. Don't do that. You company.
Good.
Look at it. It looks like he did a reset there. Ray just like, hold
That
on.
remains to be seen.
All right. Anyone have anything else they want to do on this night?
Gerald is going to when everyone starts settling out, he's actually going to park himself near Frey, and he's going to kind of glance at her. If you hear me say anything, or if I start talking in my sleep, don't throw me off the tree.
Tempting, but I think I can avoid it.
He kind of like rubs his face. I'm starting to remember things. Things I don't think I wanted to, but being back here, it's not. I can avoid some of them. So I'm expecting to have more. So just forewarning, I'll be a good enough distance away. I won't smack you with a wing or something.
Barnabas.
He just kind of nods.
Yeah, man's a prick. I'm not surprised.
Somehow I think he's something altogether worse. But I really hope he's not there. I mean, there's the part of me that wants him to be there. There's also the part of me that wants to stab him. But also, he'd get in the way. Or try to get in the way of what we're actually trying to do. So, better if he's just not.
Well, I can't say I have any insight into what that man's been doing as of late.
He keeps it close to the vest. Always has. Almost there. Good night, Fred. He'll like flop over.
Anyone else have anything before we loose the small child?
Zinzi's tries to stay awake as long as she can for some sort of watch before eventually passing out and curling up in her own little nest within the nest.
Wait, did Frey not apologize?
No.
Zinzi's got caught up in conversation with Galen, which is why she hadn't yet, but knowing that Zinzi's is going to stay up a little bit later, Frey will eventually walk over. Listen, I know we didn't exactly get off on the right foot. And this is probably a mistake. But I do, in fact, apologize.
Watching my own reaction. But, okay.
What?
I'm sorry for stabbing you with a poisoned blade. Repeatedly. That's all.
Apology not accepted.
That's what I expected.
I recommend you get away from me before I do something very rash.
Fair point. And just backs up.
Deuces.
Gwen sheds a single tear from across the nest.
All right. Zinzis falls asleep. Everyone else falls asleep. Except for Nar. Two beady eyes peek up in the nest. What do you have planned?
Okay, so first off, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on myself.
Okay.
Now, you have to picture this like a Disney short. And the underlying theme at all times is... So, I'm going to try and sneak over to... So just to clarify, everybody's asleep, so they are unconscious.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm going to make my way over to Gerald.
Okay.
I'll roll the stealth check with a +10.
Yep. What's your passive, Gerald? Everyone just have your passives prepared. I don't know what's happening, but I think we should know.
21.
Your passive?
So it's not 36 then.
No. Not yet.
That's an 18 on the die. Oh, great. Hold on. So I'm not changing the number.
Yep, we see.
It's an 18.
18.
On the die.
Yeah.
18, I have a +8 because I'm proficient in stealth, and I also get +10 from Pass Without Trace.
Yep.
36. Cool.
36. Okay. What
Right,
are you
now this is
doing?
I am going to try and take Frey's sword and hide it. And how I'm going to hide it is very simple, and there's no way anybody will think to look for it. I'm going to bury it underground and then continually cast Mold Earth to have it move with me, because it's a cantrip. I can cast it as often as I want.
Okay.
Well, he's currently wearing it. That's going
Okay.
to be a little trickier, but okay.
It's gonna be also a sleight of hand.
That's cool. I'm proficient in that. You are unconscious. That's what you said, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're unaware of your surroundings.
Yep. That's how it works.
Cool. Awesome.
So you just have to be the passive perception.
Okay. So, I'll show the roll as well. So I'm going to use this dice.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So that is 17 plus 8. No. Sorry. No. 15 plus 8. 23.
23 beats a 21. With the most deft of fingers, you're able to remove the sword and hilt from the belt.
And then I'm going to
Scamper quietly down, spiraling down the giant tree to bury it in the dirt at the base of the tree.
I'll explain why. I'm not doing it to give it back to Frey, by the way. All I know is that it's funny to mess with people. And I overheard and saw, well, I never overheard because I don't understand them, but I saw them gesture to the sword like he's took it. Frey's not happy that it's been taken, so he knows it's important somehow, so he wants to mess around with people and therefore wants to prank them. So he's going to make them think they lost it.
Okay. All right.
And the sword will always be within 5 feet of me because I just use Mold Earth and it continually moves a portion of it.
Okay. All right.
Now I go to sleep and wait for the machinations of my master plan.
You scamper right back up the nest charm tree, all 80 feet in the air or whatever, and...
Oh no, I sleep on the ground.
Oh, you're gonna sleep on the ground? Okay, you
Always
create your
sleep
own
on the
little,
ground.
like... We'll say you create your own little thing.
I basically just use Mold Earth.
Okay. Whatever you do say, Toph. Alright. And you fall back asleep under the tree. If that is it, we are going to take a quick break. So if anyone needs to grab something to drink, run to the bathroom, now is the time. And we'll be back. I do not know how to run ad breaks, so y'all just get to stare at us.
You have to be an affiliate to be able to run ad breaks.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't know how. I don't have that ability.
You have to beat a milestone to become an affiliate.
Yeah, I don't have that.
All right. I'll advance now.
Okay. All right. Is everyone at least having fun tonight so far?
The shenanigan. I am now comfy. Ick. Ick. Where did I put it? All right. Oh. Yeah. So for the purposes of the things.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Yeah.
I just read over Beastmaster. It's yeah, we can go by that.
Okay. Cool. Is that a feat I can take if I level up?
I don't know if that becomes a feat. I would just say that we can just treat like any combat the way we would treat a Beastmaster, where he's got his own initiative and he can roll hit dice and he will up his HP as you up your HP and stuff like that.
Okay. It says on the it says on base it says here that the base it can take its turn on my initiative.
Yeah, but it's not like it's going to use your action for it to do something.
Yeah, so
That's
I
what
can
I mean.
cast a spell, then command him to do a thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Who's listening to bagpipes?
My dad. He's watching He's watching something going on TV. I don't know what the fuck. Watching something on a YouTube video. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
He's on one of his like deep YouTube dives. I don't fucking know. Some sort of ceremony involving bagpipes.
I didn't get to say it earlier out loud, but I did in the chat. But we got a new follower tonight. Tony Crow decided to follow.
Hey,
so that's
Tony.
cute.
Who is the person?
Tony Crow.
Tony Crow. Oh.
Yeah, he comes into GKC a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Welcome, Tony.
Don't know if he's still there, but
Tony, sound off.
expect the same level of behaving in this stream as we do in the other one. Behave yourself.
He did say he was just passing through, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, if you watch the VOD later, behave yourself. General request. See, the place I ordered from, I ordered my side fry. Sorry, on Chinese. It's called China Express. It's actually as successful as it is because it's right near the hospital where my mom works. It's right next to 2 hospitals. So they order there a lot. And I stopped there one time. They have a very good Hunan beef. And they have the best thing they have, to be fucking honest, is they have the chef special rice, which is like shrimp, pork, beef, chicken, all with white rice and all mixed together with a bunch of spices. It's you can get that as a whole meal by itself, and I keep forgetting that whenever I order it, because my main order what I keep forgetting is that whenever you order anything, they give you a side of white rice.
Yeah.
And I forget that every time. So this whole big beefy container, all this rice,
Jesus.
I now have like food for the next like 3 days. And I actually put my whole order and the white rice in its own separate bowl, so the rice can absorb all the juices.
Yeah, it's the best.
So that after I finished all of the bits, I have flavorful rice.
One thing I might do later on is get some bladed weapons because I have 2 weapon fighting. So if I run out of spell slots, but then again, like with my cantrips are like Firebolt, Chromatic Orb, and Ray of Frost. So, but
I get that.
But casting spells in melee range is always a disadvantage and can go bad.
Yeah. Lethe has blades, but she just doesn't use them. She just stands behind people and goes, "Kill your friends."
or like to give inspiration, do the thing. Just do the thing.
Be sexy. Have fun.
Be gay and do crimes.
Be gay and do crime. Also, I don't know if Brian is still there. Not, and this is a good time. Sarah, you have a message which essentially sent me saying "oh no" several times, which came around the time when Gwendolyn talking about how her husband was murdered by the coalition. I'm sitting here like, oh no, no, no.
Oh, I already know all of it.
Oh no.
Gerald, what did you do?
I don't know. We're gonna find out, because I'm probably gonna have another fucking flashback in my sleep, and then I'm gonna wake up and something I've been kind of keeping for a reason is now gone, which is always attached to me, which is gonna be real weird.
If it turns out the way I think it's gonna be turning out, then oh boy.
Oh yeah, no.
Did I just see a squishy get yeeted into the chair?
That failed.
Can I just say, by the way, I flipped through so I can playlist so I can put on my Vibe of the DM playlist on my speaker here. And Hannah's already made 2 character playlists. One for Red and one for Kira.
I wasn't. I mean, I didn't know what to do for the playlist, especially for Nar. But I think now I'm going to go in there and just add one song for Nar, and it's just going to be The Great Escape.
Just on repeat.
What you don't see is that inside his little hovel of stone, Nar was actually he'd actually drawn in the ground like a plan. A plan of action, like a wee map and stuff.
Not gonna lie, I feel like getting my iPad and working on these playlists.
I'm gonna be
There's-
working on.
There's absolutely
I'm
no
not
rush on any of it.
Spotify right
I
now.
promise you.
Oh,
I just thought it was
God,
really
Sarah.
funny that there's already already done.
No, Sarah, because it's your account. If you're ever listening to Spotify, I'm gonna feel so bad when all of us are on at once trying to pick songs and your music just constantly changes.
All right, I will be very. So I have Duo, which means I have my personal account that I use, and then I have one that's just the GKC stuff, and that one
Okay.
sits on my computer. So unless I'm using it through my
So if your-
computer, you're
if your
safe.
computer one is on, it just randomly starts playing music throughout the day.
That has
And,
happened before. That has
No,
happened before.
It happened when we were planning the GKC playlist. I kept trying to select the song, and then Mitch would select a song to listen to. I'm like, motherfucker!
Everyone
So I'm
picking their
not-
playlist at the same time.
I'm also going to do what I said, and I'm going to add a playlist with only one song, one single song, and it's going to be for folklore. It's just going to be Diggy Diggy Hole.
There you go.
Do it.
Folklore needs one for
I-
GKC. It makes sense.
Yeah. I I said in the Tales of Wintersoul chat that my DM playlist is all just gonna be Doom soundtrack, and Sarah was just like, "Fuck, no." No, but one artist that there's only one artist that I listen to when I write stuff for Tales of Wintersoul, and it's Heilung, and they're fucking amazing.
I love it.
I have to look into that band.
I will actually.
I will now call Nar the missing one.
Which makes sense.
All right, are we ready to continue?
Yeah.
We might not go all the way to 12 tonight, just because I have work in the morning. So I'm thinking maybe like another 40 minutes of play. Does that sound good?
That's
That's
good, I
good, man.
guess. I am feeling the zooted right now.
Yeah. Well, we will get to the gates, and we can call it a night there. That's my end goal, and that way you guys have a little bit more time to like plot and plan over the next couple weeks as to how you're going to get in or whatever you decide.
I say we just drop an earthquake on top of the place and call it a day.
All right, so back into our game. You guys wake up the next morning. What would you like to do? And you had that natural 20 from before, so you're good.
I've got Wonderwall down, motherfuckers.
How did I?
That half elf won't be fucking with me anymore.
So how did Gerald sleep?
Gerald, it was a bit restless, even if it was just because of your anxiety, but no more memories.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Did everybody have wacky dreams or something?
Oh,
No,
no.
not everybody.
Okay. I'm about to say, I'm like, wait a
Someone
minute.
got a magical dream about a pseudo dragon friend, and I got a flashback of my trauma. You know, rogue stuff.
Oh, very fun.
You know, rogue things. I always got a level 1 rogue out of it, so it was fine.
All right. As you guys are waking up, the nest charm begins its descent so that you are back on the same level as Nar. Gwen is able to put away her charm. Gerald, you start packing up
morning.
your stuff.
Come back to me.
Okay.
I was about to say, Zinzi says, "You good, Gerald?"
Well, I didn't have any more walks down memory lane when I slept, so that's an improvement.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Not exactly fun being back here, but oh well.
DM, do I notice that the sword is gone?
Make a perception check. Gerald, make a perception check.
Oh, I don't need to.
Oh,
He knows it's gone.
Make one anyway. 18? Okay. Yeah, you notice.
Wait, do I have advantage? Hold on. Let me check my thing. What's the thing? No, I didn't have. I rolled a 1. So I got a 7.
That's weird. That's probably nothing. You're still out of it and tired.
I need to make an impulse check. I don't tell him that it's gone. Zinzi's just nods.
Okay. At least it, yeah, I guess coming back to a place that's kind of, I guess, I don't know, in a way, sort of traumatic would make you feel weird, but we're all in this together. I guess the atmosphere is weird around here. Frey tried to apologize to me last night.
Are you okay, Red? Hannah? Hannah, we have rules against dying.
Red! What did I tell you about trying to chase vodka with coffee?
Fuck you, I can do what I want.
Gerald, as you are stumbling through this fog of sleep deprivation and gathering whatever you can, you do hear Frey's voice going, "Where's my sword?"
Sword? What sword?
Where's my sword, Gerald?
Well,
Wait,
considering
you were carrying a sword?
I was carrying 2, actually, you shit.
Gerald, it's at this point that you brush and realize it's not there.
Ooh, you lost your sword.
Lost is a word. Lost is one word for it, considering that I made sure to double knot it before I went to bed. I wanted to keep it on me for express purposes. Partially pissing her off. Considering I
lost
know
my
when I
sword.
went to sleep.
You lost my sword.
Looks like you didn't do a good job, Gerald.
How?
I can leave you all still stranded in the woods.
How did you
Maybe
lose
Red,
my sword?
Maybe, you say you try to double knot? Maybe you should get knot lessons from Red.
Zinzi's woke up and chose violence today. I don't know why.
She chose spite, not violence.
No inkling why. It's not like somebody who killed her tried to half-ass apologize for almost killing her. I don't know.
Apologies. I think Frey knows that apologize, really.
She's neutral evil, guys. I don't know what you expect from her. You lost my sword.
Technically, it's my sword now.
You lost my sword. In a tree. In a tree. In a
hold up a
magic
frickin'
tree.
Hold up a minute, Joe. Technically, it's my freaking sword now.
No, technically, it's the ground's sword.
And who controls the ground?
Beetles.
I mean, I can. If I had the inclination, if I metagamed and you'd shatter on the floor, maybe, but no, won't do that. I'm sure it will mysteriously turn up.
Yeah,
That was not
last time somebody I knew hoped something would mysteriously turn up. My sister never saw her doll ever again.
That was a very expensive
Zinzi's
sword.
making this awkward.
Oh, it was more expensive than you know. I had it enchanted. Make it a bit better.
See, y'all's first mistake was putting too much intrinsic value into a blade that can easily be replaced.
Did you not see the pommel? I put a lot of work in making sure it looked exactly the way I wanted it to.
Well, I didn't get to see that pommel. I saw the pommel of the dagger you tried to kill me with.
Wow.
Yeah,
Every single bit
alright,
of
I walked
conversation
into
comes
that.
back to somebody trying to kill somebody.
Yeah, I walked into that one. That's true.
Yeah, I have no pity for you. So you cry over your missing sword.
And Zinzi's walks away. As the nest is descending, she just leaps off the edge when it's a safe distance to jump.
Frey does have a moment where she goes, "Who has my dagger, by the way?"
Oh, the other fox.
Oh.
She's very good with it.
As soon as Gwen picks up the amulet, puts it around her neck, she's gonna sort of like hobble over to Frey and be like, "Well, she spoke to you, dear. That's progress." And then continue on.
Didn't shoot you either. That's also progress.
Oh, that's
No,
right.
it changed my mind.
Just off the table, are we like, is today the day that we would get to the thing?
Yes.
Okay. Then on the table. Ding. Well, it seems like we need to come up with a plan for today.
Well,
My plan for today is not dying.
A good plan. Here, dear, have some tea. Hold on.
I would hope that's your plan for every day.
Yeah. It always is. For some reason, today it's a priority.
Fair
Well,
enough.
Sorry.
She'll take the tea from Gwen. Thank you.
Little does Red know that it's laced with... No kidding.
Oh God!
not again.
Round 2. Spiking our friends' drinks.
Note to those at home, please do not spike your friend's drinks with
Yeah.
drugs.
Not gonna lie, I debated on having Zinzi snorting the sleeping powder just for fun.
Oh no!
Recreational to be used at your own behest.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
no, wait, no, never mind. I'd have to ask everybody else. Damn it. The one flaw in my plan of not being able to be understood.
What?
Because of the thing, a feat that I took, I have the ability to cast Find Familiar. I wanted to do it, but I don't have incense or anything like that, so. And I can't ask anybody as well because nobody knows. The one flaw in my plan. Other than that, I've got nothing. I just wake up and I'll dig for some bugs to eat.
Okay. Alright. Anything else does anyone want to do today? Before you head out?
I've already done my doot and tried to invoke violence. I am good to go.
Gwen's trying to get the party to talk about the plan for the day, besides not dying.
Well, I believe it will just be a case of getting to the fortress, negotiating as best we can, make a prisoner exchange in hopes that they will stop bothering the towns below. I think me and Gerald will probably take point in the negotiations. But if any of you want to discuss, if any of you have any terms that you would like to for us to implement in the negotiations, please, let us know.
I'm fairly good at persuasion.
Can I roll intelligence to see if I can get the gist of what they're saying?
Roll an intelligence check.
Yes! My intelligence is absolutely terrible, guys. Nope.
They
That's
seem
just
to be. They seem to be very serious, and Frey seems to be amused in the corner. You don't understand any of this.
Now we'll just go over to Frey and curl up in her lap.
She kind of gives your hair a little ruffle.
So,
That was really loud, Brian.
That was very loud.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just in character sneezing out of contempt. That is a quiet sneeze for me. I apologize.
Are you okay, Zinzies?
Paige,
Oh no.
I think you need the bigger one.
I think you just got a little too close to the mic or something, because that came out real loud.
Yeah.
The microphone on this computer decides like to pick up the most random things. So,
Oh my god, that thing is enormous.
do you have a bigger one?
Wish! Jesus. Control yourself, man. God damn.
At you, out of contempt.
Somebody needs to clip that.
Well, Frey had a lot of interesting advice yesterday.
If you're willing to take my advice, of course.
I didn't see why she would lie about the things she told me. Gerald and Galen, you have worked with this coalition before?
Matter of speaking.
Under the previous management, but yes.
All right. Are either of you familiar with this Benna?
No, she was
No.
a whisper in the fort by the time I decided to leave. She had just arrived. Frey's husband and a few others had brought her and some other of the survivors of a burning, and but I hadn't heard anything of her. Barnabas said that she was intriguing.
Just real quick, Gerald, you wouldn't know much of anything about her other than there was a new face.
Yeah, she was a new
You wouldn't know anything else, really.
Yeah.
Well, Galen, did you have some thought?
I believe we just need to take this very gently. While it is under new management, and I've been told that they operate differently than they used to, it will still be wise to tread lightly. So,
Well, we do have a
Fair
bar,
enough.
but besides that, I think maybe we should stay outside of the fortress for now.
well, I believe the quicker we get this done, the quicker we can, the quicker that we can go home. So,
Yes, but if we fuck it up, pardon my language, we're
is
just
that
going.
Sylvan?
Point.
Well,
make a bad situation worse.
This is true.
Hi, Hannah's family.
Well,
Well, our Vulpin's been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hi guys, how are you?
I'm a hedgehog.
Good.
I'm a raven.
Are we having fun? Mitch cut all of his hair off in his
Mitch,
beard.
you are not a raven, you are a thumb.
He's going into the military. I'm not sure
Mitch.
what
The
to
army.
say. Oh my gosh. You look so different.
One of the major benefits to this is that Mitch can now actually do a really good impression. Like, look, Mitch, take your glasses off. Take your glasses off. Come on, right? Now do this.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm going to laugh so much if he does the voice and it tanks.
How about no? Impression done.
Here.
Nice.
Mini-me.
Mitch, your Halloween. Mitch, your
That's
Halloween
awesome.
costume.
$1 million.
Your Halloween costume has to be a boiled egg.
Stop it. No.
You get to be Humpty Dumpty this year.
All y'all.
Everybody. I love you.
Bye.
It's comfy. It's so comfy. Is it worth it?
I'm
Yes.
clipping that now.
Especially with the little back thing and the legs up and then
Hi,
you can show them all you
Cornelius.
got a new chair. Yes. I can't stop sitting in it like this because it's so comfy. Alright, love you. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Hey, that's mine. That's yours? No. That's mine. No, I just oops.
I was busy clipping the sneeze, so what did I miss?
A whole load of stuff.
Hannah's mom.
I saw that part.
Okay.
Just more planning. Really.
Gotcha. My God.
And at dawn we plan.
At dawn we plan.
A dawn will play.
When do we play?
Dawn, we do not. There's absolutely nothing I can do at this point because I can't understand this. I rolled a nat one, so.
So, at this point, Galen is just going to say, we approach the fortress. We say that we wish to speak peacefully. We have a prisoner to exchange for terms, and hopefully it goes well.
Kind of terms.
Hmm?
What kind of terms?
That they stop raiding the lower villages and that they leave the people of Humblewood peacefully.
How specific.
Do you have any ideas, Frey?
Oh, I'm a mere hostage in this situation, don't I?
Any input at this moment in time will be grateful. So how about we cut the spite and cut the bullshit, and you actually give us a hand?
How about you figure out what it is that you want first?
What anyone wants at this current situation, for the people of Humblewood to live freely without the fear of the Bandit Coalition.
And to be continued to be ignored by the wonderful council?
I don't like
Just-
it when she sounds like she's making sense.
What is between them and the council is between them and the council. We are here on behalf of the people of Humblewood. We can
At the
tell the
behest
council.
of the council.
However, what we can do is notify the council that they will agree to leave the people of Humblewood alone if the coalition gets heard by the council.
You expect the council to continue to listen to any of the people? That's your hope?
Really don't like that she's making sense right now.
What do we have if we do not have hope?
Fair question.
Nothing.
What was that, Cindy?
Nothing.
Hope is all we have to go on.
So provide it. Otherwise, members of the coalition are going to continue doing what they're doing. Because that's, as far as they know, the only way they will get heard. This is not going to be as easy as you seem to think, or hope.
Really don't like it when she starts to make sense.
Well, what do you want? Gerald, what would you like?
Honestly, I thought he wants to go back to just being a traveling bard, but with everything going on, I can't just sit on the sideline singing songs. I want the fires to stop. I want the people to be able to live again. I want the people who truly made those individuals who truly made the Humblewood a terrible place to be outside the fires to be held accountable. And I want the members of the Bridgeville Council who could have done something but didn't to be held accountable as well. I want there to be a future. It doesn't involve us killing each other or us all burning to ash together. Even if I get to look at it from inside of a cell, as long as it gets to happen, I don't care.
Do you have any idea what the council wants as to why they actually sent you out here?
To try and speak for a spy master is complicated. I think Conrad wants peace. He's more concerned with the well-being of the people than most. The new councilwoman is young. She believes she wants what's best for the people at large, but also has the foresight to understand that resources aren't limitless. But she also wants. She's well intentioned. The others, I don't know. It's harder to read. I think one of them at least wants a war. Wants to crush all of us, all of you underfoot.
That sounds more like the council. So let me get this straight. You were sent to negotiate with Benna, with no information as to what exactly you're negotiating for. Just make it up as you go.
I have to expect they don't expect us to get through the gates.
You're being fed to the wolves.
Wouldn't be the first time. Who better descend back into the wolf's den than a cub who left the pack?
Well, whatever happens, we go to the fortress with our heads on a swivel, and as soon as it gets dicey, we leave. Are we at least in agreement with that?
So what, you're gonna stand outside the gates and hope someone opens the doors?
I still know a few ways in. I snuck out occasionally. My original plan was to stand at the gates and offer to give you back, saying I'm returning something in exchange for a few minutes of time. Seemed to solve as plan as any as I could come up with. Considering that you might be a little more valuable, or at least in a sentimental value, to many who are there. Also, since they know you and they know what you've been through and what you have there, they may be willing to at least take you back and hear out whoever brought you home. It's not much, but it's something. And if you were to encourage them to at least hear us out, it certainly would help.
Look, I don't take that much convincing at this point. You've all proven yourself to actually give a shit about the people around you, unlike certain people that I have known in the past. I appreciate that. That being said, if you go in to this well unknown situation with nothing in your hands but your own asses, you're gonna have a hard time.
Lindsay's just rests her hands on her holsters. Like, bitch, try me.
Oh, those could help, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people behind those gates. They will very quickly put you in the ground if you're not careful.
One more snide remark, and I'll make sure that you never use your mouth again. Are we clear?
I'll be past idle threats. It's not going to get us anywhere.
Well, she's not going to be of much help, then. At this point in time, I'm sorry,
Believe it or not, I'm actually on your side. Like I said, you've proven yourself to actually give a shit about the people around you.
Red just raises a singular eyebrow.
Nar will draw a rhino on the ground.
You're gonna draw a what on the ground?
A rhino.
Right.
For no reason.
Everybody's doing things like, Galen's being quirky, Gerald's doing things, Red's doing the edgy eyebrow lift. Nar. Draw a rhino.
No, I think Nars onto something. What if we just go in with a rhino?
I mean, it'll certainly get us through the gate.
I mean, I
And
can't
straight
actually
into
draw a
the
rhino.
hundreds of people. Straight
It
into
won't
the
be
hands of hundreds of bandits.
They won't be expecting a fucking rhino to be running through.
Need to remind you
Thanks.
guys, Zenzi's rarely curses.
Yeah.
Or a dinosaur. Turn into an Allosaurus.
Gwen is going to cast weather prediction.
Okay.
It's gonna be raining blood.
It's raining.
As you guys are heading further and further up the mountain, it's been getting much colder.
Mm-hmm.
It's cloudy. there is a little bit of snow that is already on the ground, but you do not predict any snow upcoming.
Okay. It is the spell is Druidcraft, and it tells me for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, cloudy, cold.
Gwen's gonna bundle up a little bit more. Well, our plan is to approach the gates and hope for the best.
Sure. Why not?
All right.
Is anybody in this party taller than 5 foot?
I think some of us are.
I think if you like red is a couple inches taller than 5 foot.
Okay, never mind. It wouldn't
I think you're like 5'8" or something. I don't know.
We just
I
need
was
to
going
get
to say because
three of
I
us.
can cast. Sorry, what you said? When
We put 3 of us in a trench coat.
well, what I was going to say is similar to how I'm moving the sword. I can cast mold earth and move us. But it's only a 5 foot cube, so everybody would like poke up above the ground.
That would be interesting.
There would just like a pair of fox ears just traveling along. Fear the sand fox, guardian of the sand.
Amazing.
Yeah. But Nar can get in. Suddenly from the ground, Allosaurus.
Gwen's just kind of looking at all of you, and she's looking at Frey, she's looking at Galen, she's looking at Gerald, she's looking at Red, she's looking at Frey and Nar, she's looking at Zinzi's, she's looking at her hummingbird, she's looking at the pseudo dragon, she's looking for the sword that isn't there. She's just going to turn around and start walking towards the Bandit Coalition.
Well, I guess that's our cue.
Nar's going to hold up a grub to Frey, like, hungry.
Well, thank you.
Zinzi's is gonna pull out her revolver, press the barrel into Frey's back, and say, "Start walking."
Off we go.
Well then, Galen will take up the front and lead people on the safest path.
Okay.
Gwen will be right next to you, as she's not walking faster than you, for sure.
Okay.
Nar will be on Frey's shoulder because Nar is a child, Nar is baby, Nar does not walk anywhere.
Alright, you guys all start walking down the path. About 40 minutes on your walk, you start to notice more footprints along the path nearby. Do you keep heading? Alright, are you guys being sneaky at all, or are you just walking?
Do you guys want me to do?
It's up to you.
It's up to you guys. I mean,
I think
you want us to be seen.
As subtly as possible, probably a good idea.
Yeah, I think stealth is a good option here.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will have to communicate that to Nar.
Galen
Galen's
will
probably the
look
best
in.
one to do it.
Or
Galen will
Zinzi's.
look at all Zinzi's actually, yeah.
Because now she knows it.
Yeah, Gwen doesn't want to use any spell slots higher than the first level.
Well, somebody's got to tell him at some point. So which one?
Nar? Can you make the dust cloud happen again?
he kind of gets the gist of what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
he's like, what, and then when you say like dust
Yes,
cloud, he's like,
wow.
then he does the whole thing on the ground again, scrambles around, swipes his tail across it a couple of times, then lets.
And again, and it flares out, and you all can add an additional +10.
Flip my hood up.
Yes.
Yep, good. You got your advantage. Stealth with +10. And then I think after this roll, we can, or I'll like 10 more minutes, and then we can head off because I know that a lot of us are tired.
What? Shit!
22. For
Okay.
Gerald.
29.
32.
Shit.
32.
Wow.
That's
These
a
are awesome
19
rolls.
plus 13.
Ooh, I rolled a 19 also.
32.
These are some awesome rolls.
Galen rolled a 23.
Yeah?
Sunkissed rolled a 31.
And these just disappears in that dust cloud after she puts her hood up.
Please be careful
Red
when you
roll.
sit up.
Mind
Red
your head.
rolled a 19.
19? Okay. Gerald? Gerald? Your stealth roll?
Stealth roll.
Okay.
32.
Alright. You guys...
She may have disappeared, but Frey still feels the cold barrel of a revolver stuck against her back.
Okay. You guys are heading. You find and you kind of cling towards the sides to keep relatively out of sight. And at one point, after a couple hours of travel, even though Pass Without Adaptation only lasts a certain time, we'll just count it under here. Same rolls. You guys start to hear footprints of a patrol approaching and tuck off into some of the crevices that you find. You are able to tuck off to the side to see 2 Mawpoks, a Servan, and Gerbine walk past. It looks like a standard patrol. And you guys just let them go by. Frey does not say anything, doesn't make a sound. Just lets them go by.
Well, in that case, I let them go by. I ain't turning into a rhino yet.
Alright. If
I've
no
been
one
looking
does
forward to this.
if no one does anything, you guys continue traveling down the road. And after a few hours and avoiding a few more different patrols with different variety of humble folk, you arrive at the towering walls of the fortress. Through the mist, you see a pair of great stone towers looming on the horizon. As you approach, you notice that they are connected to a squat and sturdy fortress, which stands in the lonely vigil amongst the crags. A few distant shapes can be seen patrolling those parapets, and banners with the crest of the Bandit Coalition hang loosely along the walls. You guys have arrived. In front of you, you see the fortress. And that is where we will leave it for tonight.
Can I just something quickly before we
Sure.
call it? It's literally just now I come into a rhino.
Okay. Just immediately.
Yeah, I just
Alright.
as soon as I see it, I'm like, okay, woolly rhino.
Perfect. There's a giant rhino amongst you.
Woolly rhino.
I like it. For anyone who's at home who decided to watch and, join us, I'm glad you did. If you're just joining us, I'm so sorry that you missed the fun, but you're welcome to join us every other Monday from 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time till about now. We usually try to run until about midnight, but I've just started up a job and a lot of us are very tired, so we stopping a little bit earlier tonight. Feel free to check out any of our other games that we have going on. There is Outer Rim Misfits on Wednesdays. There is Tales of Idrisil on Thursdays. There's Gem Kingdom on Fridays. There's all of Brandon's shit on Friday. There's there's Mind of Fandelver on Sunday, and next Monday it will be Secrets of Pandora. Not necessarily on this channel. There's a couple other channels. MN Chief, Viking Boyo, or turn to page 394 is where we stream all of those. But thank you for joining us, and have a good night. Bye. If I can find the off button.